wonderful methods of discuss something about personality development, physical personality, mental personality, as well as spiritual personality. So let's start with a small story which all of you have known. The story of Dhruva. Uh, Mummy, is there any method or technique by which a student can interact? They can unmute and give an answer, right? When you ask a question,
Yes.
it's possible, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, thank
For
you.
me. Yes, for me.
So let it be open so that it's going to be a more an interaction session than a lecture. It's not upanyasam, it's interaction session. Okay. So Asma Sadhguru Bhiyama, let us begin the session with a small story. Physically, mentally, and spiritually. We need to keep our body robust. We should have a wonderful health, but for which we cannot sit and hear any satsangam. Suppose we have headache, how can we hear a lecture or upanyasam? Anyway, you may get an headache after hearing upanyasam or lecture, but to begin with, when you want to hear, you need to have a good health, right? Physical health as well as a mental condition also. People say mood, right? I have strength, but I don't have any inclination to go to Divya Desha Yatra, or go to the temple. So mind also should be strong. Inclination also should be there. Willingness to learn something new should always be there. Atato dharma jigyasa, atato brahma jigyasa, jnatamicha jigyasa. The desire to know is what is jigyasa. So the story of Dhruva goes like this. Most of you might have known. Uh, who was the father of Dhruva? Can you give me an answer? Father of Dhruva. Anybody?
Uttanapada.
Excellent. Uttanapada. Beautiful. So I'm getting answers. Thank you. Uttanapada was the king of was the king, and then Uttanapada and Priyavrata were the sons of Manu, great dynasty. Uttanapada had two wives. Do you know their names? Anyone?
Suniti and Suruchi.
Suniti and Suruchi. Wonderful. Suniti, Suruchi. Beautiful. Beautiful answers, right? Niti. What is the meaning of the word Niti? Anybody? Niti. Any
Is
idea?
it law and order?
Yeah. Fine. Fantastic. Niti means dharma, following the path of truth, etc. Niti. Very truthful, honest, etc. Okay. That is Suniti. Suruchi. Ruchi means, what is the meaning of Ruchi? Ruchi arka.
Luxury.
Yeah, taste. Yeah, wonderful. Is the food tasty? That's what they ask, right? When somebody feeds you. Suppose your mother gives you a wonderful puliyora or chakar pongal or whatever it is. When it is very tasty, what do you say? What is your response to your mother? You don't say anything. What do you say? It is
That is very tasty.
Yeah, very tasty. ரொம்ப ருச்சியா இருக்கு, right? ரொம்ப ருச்சியா இருக்கு. When you say that, they are very happy, right? Mother is happy. So after all, she takes so much pains, right? So many pains to prepare a wonderful dish. And then you should compliment, right? It's also a seva, complimenting. Oh, wonderful. So nice. So tasty. Right. Ruchi means taste. So obviously, now you can tell me, Suniti and Suruchi, whom did the king like the most?
Suri.
Huh?
Suruchi.
So, yeah, exactly. He liked Suruchi more than Suniti. Most of us are like that. Right. We like a pasta or burger or pizza outside the house rather than that which is made in the house, because we go for the taste. Most of us, we don't go for hygiene. Later on, we suffer, right? Stomach ache or headache in my stomach. People say complain, right? So, king was more inclined towards Suruchi. Who was the husband of Suruchi and Suniti? Uttanapada, right. So I'll keep on asking these questions again and again. Should be ready. Okay, right. Suniti had a son. What was his name? Dhruva. Beautiful. Suniti, very rightful, very honest, sincere. One who follows the scriptures. Suniti. Her son was obviously Dhruva, because she was firm on dharma. Dhruva means firm, FIRM, strong, dedicated, etc. Krishna uses this word in one verse in Bhagavad Gita. Can anyone say that? What is that verse? Krishna uses this word Dhruva in one of the verses in Bhagavad Gita. Any idea? I don't expect you to know, but some of you might have heard this verse. Jatasya hi blank mrityuhu dhruvam janma mritasya cha jatasya hi blank. Fill up the blank. Any idea? ध्रुवो जातस्य हि ध्रुवो मृत्युः ध्रुवं जन्म मृतस्य च. Dhruva means it is sure, 100% truth. So Dhruva obviously was a very obedient child of Suniti. And Suruchi had a son. What was his name? Uttama, very good. His name was Uttama, right. So, who is the father of Dhruva and Uttama? Uttanapada, right, right. Fantastic, right. One day, Dhruva sat on the lap of his father. It's very common, right? You go and sat on the lap of your father or mother. The king was seated on the throne, and then Dhruva climbed on the lap of his father and sat on the lap of his father, Uttanapada. Who sat on the lap of Uttanapada? Dhruva. Very nice. Was the king happy or not? Was he happy or not? No. Why? He was more inclined towards Suruchi, right? And Uttama, right? The next second, Suruchi came running from somewhere and then pulled Dhruva away. She took Dhruva away from the lap of whom? Uttanapada, right? Why did she do that? What was the reason? What was the reason?
She wanted her son to see.
Yeah, exactly. She wanted her son to be seated on the lap of Uttanapada. She was jealous of Suruchi and Suniti, and she was jealous of Dhruva. So she pulled Dhruva away from the lap of her husband Uttanapada. Obviously, Dhruva went to his mother. Blank. Fill up the blank. Dhruva went to his mother.
Suniti.
Suniti. And what was he doing?
He was crying.
Yeah, I did the action. He was crying. Obviously. He was insulted. He was pulled away from the lap of his father. He went to his mother, Suniti, and then he was crying. Suniti asked, "Come on, Dhruva, why are you crying? What's the reason?" And Dhruva said, "Suruchi pulled me back from the lap of my father." And Suruchi also said, not only she pulled him back, she said, "If you want to be seated on this throne, or on the lap of your father. You should be born as my son. Only my son has the right. So you should take birth in my womb. Only then you can be seated on the throne. Otherwise, you cannot sit on the throne. And when he started crying, saying this to his mother, Suniti, Suniti consoled him and said, she is right. I am very unfortunate. It's our bad luck that the king, your father, doesn't love me or doesn't love you. This is our case, same case like us. We don't love dharma. We don't like the injunctions, the instructions given by the Vedas. Etadanushasanam evamupasitavyam. You have to be like this. You have to be like this. You have to be like this. Follow this rule. Be disciplined. You have to do sandhyavandanam. You have to do tirvaradhanam. Right? You have to apply tilak. You have to take bath every day. You have to eat only these things, etc. You tell me one thing. Your mother says so many rules, for example, at your home. Does she say? Does your mother say instructions? Do this, don't do that? Does she say?
Yeah.
Yeah, very nice. Everybody's mother says that, right? And do you like it or you don't like it? You like it or you don't like it?
Sometimes.
Sometimes you like, sometimes you don't. Very honest, very sincere. This is the answer I want. Be honest. Sometimes you like, sometimes you don't like. Like if we don't accept all the 100 instructions of mother or father, right? Oh, போப்பா உனக்கு தெரியாதுப்பா. Mother says, come on, do this homework. Father says, do that. Get a good rank, get a good percentage. Yeah. Tell me this was, learn by heart this formula, mathematics, and then do it and show it to me. Then even the teacher also gives instructions. We don't like instructions. When there is good mood, we are in good mood, we say, okay, I will do. When we are not in a good mood, no, 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 I will play games in myself. Or then only I will do, right? That's what we say, honestly. Generally, who does your homework? Your father or mother? Yes. I want an answer. Quick. Who does your homework? Father or mother? Huh?
I do my own homework.
Oh, very honest.
Same here.
Oh, I don't do my own. All my homework only my father used to do. Right? Or my mother used to do. Okay, fine. You are good, very sincere and honest. So you are doing your homework. Fine. Then done. So, uh, so mother Suniti said she is right. So what should I do? Dhruva asked, so what should I do? To get the love of my father and to sit on the lap of my father. I love him. I want to sit on the lap of my father because he was a 5-year-old boy. He didn't know about the intentions of Suruchi, that she was jealous of him, why she was jealous of him. Sometimes we also don't know why people are jealous of us. If some child says a beautiful shloka, then sometimes we become jealous because it's inborn nature, inbuilt nature, which we shouldn't do. So Suniti said, okay, let her say whatever she wants to, whatever Uttanapa, whatever your father wants to. You do one thing. Go and pray Narayana. You go to the forest and then pray. And he will bless you and give you everything. Not only throne, he will give more than everything. He is a Kalpaka Vriksha. What is the job of a Kalpaka Vriksha? Anybody can say? What does it do? Hmm. What does a Kalpaka Vriksha give?
Gives anything you
Yeah,
wish
anything you
for.
want. Beautiful. It's called wish fulfilling tree, right? You just go near a Kalpaka Vriksha, there is a tree, Kalpaka tree, and then ask, I want a burger, it will give burger. Right? I want a pizza, it will give pizza. Hmm? I want chocolate, it will give chocolate. Whatever you want, it will give. It's called Kalpaka Vriksha, right? And Suniti said, God is like a Kalpaka Vriksha. You know this verse? Srimad Girdra Sarastira. Anybody knows this verse? Paramartha Stuti. Srimad Girdra Sarastira Parijatam Upasmahe. Perumal is Parijatam. Whatever you ask, he will give. Not only that, Perumal give himself to you. You can catch him in your hand. Tammaye tamarku nalgum taniperum marundine Alvar says. Okay. So it said, Narayana will give whatever you want. Don't worry. So you go to the forest and do penance. Now, question for you: how will your mother ask? Why did she ask him to go to the forest? How can a mother ask a child to go to the forest? How did Suniti ask Dhruva to go to the forest? Yeah, answer. Yes, any answer? Quick. Because
To meditate for Vishnu.
for Vishnu, the mother was prepared to send him to the forest because she knew very well Narayana will surely protect 100%. She'll protect the child. Okay. So Dhruva started going to the forest. He left his kingdom and then he was a 5-year-old boy, right? He was going to the forest, and on the way he met a great Maharshi who is well known for his Nama Sankirtana, who always chants Narayana, Narayana. Who was that? Right. The meaning of Narada is Naram Dadati Narada. Narada means one who gives knowledge. Generally, he is shown as a comic character in the movies. He's not like that. He's not a joker or something. He's a great Maharshi. He always chants 24 hours. He chants Narayana, Narayana, Narayana. Singing the glories of the Lord with his veena. That is why Narada is respected by Kamsa, Narada is respected by Hiranyakashipu, Narada is respected by Ravana. Everybody gives him respect. That is the greatness of a saint. A saint is respected everywhere. So Narada meets, whom does he meet on the way? Dhruva. So Dhruva met Narada on the way to the forest, and Narada stopped him and said, Stop, 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 stop. Where are you? Fill up the blank. Going. Excellent, beautiful. Question mark. It's a verb. Where are you going? Then immediately Dhruva said, I am going to the blank. Forest, yeah. Then Narada asked him, why are you going to the forest? You are a small child. Do you know what is there in the forest? Wild animals, elephants, tigers, right? And lions, serpents, snakes, right? Big, big mosquitoes. And if they bite, you'll get dengue. You may get COVID. You may get corona. Why you want to go to the forest? All big, big bhutams will be there, right? Ghosts will be there. Eh? And you'll be scared. You're a small child of 5 years. Don't go to the forest. Return back. Dhruva said, no, I will go to the forest. Because my mother blessed me and said, you will be able to see Narayana. Don't worry. So I have full faith in my mother's words, so I'm going to the forest. Please help me to reach my goal. You are a great saint. Narada was pleased with this firm resolution of Dhruva. So happy. Oh, the small child having a very strong conviction. Just like you kids, children are chanting Tirupavai, Stotrams. Elders are happy. Your grandparents must be happy, right? Oh, Kuti, you are chanting so nicely. Even we don't know at this age. You are chanting Tirupavai, you are chanting Shloka. They say, your grandparents tell, right? So cute. Huh? You are in Australia and then you are chanting all these stotrams, right? Like that, Narada was so pleased because Dhruva was firm in his decision to go to the forest. Then Narada called Dhruva and gave him a mantra very secretly. He chanted a mantra in his ear. And then, very secret mantra. It's a Vasudeva mantra. And Dhruva was pleased. Dhruva offered his Dandavat pranams to Maharshi and then said, please bless me. So Narada said, so be it. You'll be successful. Don't worry. Dirga Yishamasto Samatpat Mangalani Santu. When you worship somebody, when you offer your pranams to some elders, they always say, right? Dirga Ayushman Bhava, Vidyavati Bhava, Vidyavan Bhava, Ayushman Bhava. Hmm? Sarva Mangala Praptirastu. So the greatness of the blessings are so powerful. The blessings are very powerful. When you take the blessings of your parents, they're very powerful, right? So he already had the blessings of his mother. Now he has additional blessing of Narada, pure devotee of Narayana. And then Narada told him a secret. When you want to see Narayana, you have to do thousands of years of penance. But I will tell you a secret, shortcut. If you sit in a place, you will reach, you will see Narayana very fast, very soon. And then immediately Dhruva asked, tell me, which place? Then Narada said, very secretly, you go to Madhuvan. Which one? Which forest? What is the name of that forest? Madhu. Madhu. Madhuvan. What is Madhu in Sanskrit? Madhu means? What is Madhu? Huh?
Is it honey?
Honey, right? Correct. It is honey. Madhu means honey. Beautiful. Wonderful. Answer. Madhu is means honey. So probably a lot of honey bees there, then honeycombs were there. Even now you can find that it's near Mathura in Uttar Pradesh. You can find that Madhuvan to this day, where the place where Dhruva did penance, and then you can find the deity of Dhruva Narayan Maharaj, Dhruva Maharaj, as well as Narada Muni. Even now it is there. So whenever you get a chance, go to that Madhuvan, where is a Siddhi Kshetra. So he reached Narada told him very secretly, go to this place, Madhuvan, on the bank of river. Which river was there? Where Krishna did lot of pastimes. Balakrishna did a lot of leelas. On the bank of which river? Yamuna, correct. Yamuna Sakshika Yavanam Yuvanam, right? Tuya blank, Tuya Perunir blank. What is that? Fill up blank. Yamunai Thuraimane. Goda says, Anda says that, right? Tuya Perunir, Yamunai Thuraimane. Krishna's address is Yamunai Thuraimane. Is always on the banks of river Yamuna, always diving into Yamuna, playing in Yamuna, in front of Yamuna, adjacent to Yamuna, on the banks of river Yamuna. So it's always very powerful and very pure. So you go there, it's the purest place on the earth, and you will see Perumal within no time. So he offered his pranam to Acharya, and then he knows the secret now. One may ask, why can't we do meditation at home? Why can't do dhyana at home? We can do, why not? But there are some places in the house itself, right? You have many rooms. You have a bedroom, you have a veranda, you have a hall, right? You have a balcony, and you have a washroom, and then you have a kitchen, right? You have a puja room. Which room is the best to do meditation? Puja room, right? Fine, done. Yeah, will you chant mantra in the washroom? Will you? Why so much of research? Immediately, no. Okay, fine. You don't do that because your mind will not be stable there, right? So when you sit in a puja room, automatically you are tuned, and then when you close your eyes, Perumal is coming in front of you. Similarly, there are many places on the Mother Earth in India also, like this Madhuvan, which has a powerful vibration. So Dhruva offered his pranams to Narada Muni and then went to Madhuban on the bank of which river? Yamuna. Okay, Krishna was born on the bank of which river? Yamuna. What is the city known as on the bank of river Yamuna where Krishna was born?
Mathura.
Mathura, wonderful. Mayane mannu Vadamudurai Maindane. Right? And Rama took birth in which city? Wonderful, Ayodhya. On the bank of which river? Sarayu, very good. Fantastic. And Ranganatha is sleeping on the bank of which river? Kaveri, very nice. Beautiful, fantastic. Gangayil Punidamaya, Kaveri, Nadu Pat, etc. Okay, wonderful. You all of you know that. So our civilization, the the Hindu civilization or the Sanatana Dharma was based on these holy rivers, Ganga, Yamuna. You chant that shloka. Does anybody know? When you take bath, Ganga chant. What is that verse? Ganga Yamuna Chaiva? Godavari, Saraswati, Narmade, Sanidhim Kuru. Beautiful, fantastic. So even if you take bath in Australia or Melbourne, even if you take bath in Sydney, even if you take bath in Georges River, even if you take bath in Mississippi or Nile, or in the ocean, or in the Atlantic Ocean, or in the Australian Ocean, when you chant this verse, that automatically becomes Ganga. Even if you take bath at home in the corporation water, municipality water, that becomes transformed into holy when we chant this verse. Okay, that's why we chant Ganga, Yamuna, Saraswati, Godavari, Narmada, Sindhu, Kaveri, like that. Okay, so Dhruva went to Madhuban on the bank of river Yamuna, and then he started doing his penance. Initially, he ate fruits. Then, after some time, he left fruits and then started eating dry leaves. What is the most holiest leaf which you offer to Perumal? Ah, beautiful, fantastic. Tulasi, Tulasi, fantastic. Tulasi, Amrita Janmasi, Sadatvam. This is a mantra to take Tulasi. Tulasi is the most holiest leaf, right? Patram Pushpam Palam Toyam, right? Yome Bhaktya Prachati. So, Patram means leaf. Tulasi is the most holiest leaf. Even if you offer your pranam to Tulasi, it's enough. So, he used to take dry leaves. I saw many mango trees, plantain leaves in some of the houses in Sydney. I saw even lemon trees. We make some nice powder from that lemon leaves, elmichanga podi. If you take the leaves of the lemon tree and then wash it nicely, dry them for some time, then you fry some dal and all along with the leaf, and then you put it in the mixie, and then you get wonderful powder. It's very good. Vitamin C, rich source of vitamin C. Dry lemon leaf powder, right? Anyway, he used to take some dry leaves. I don't know what dry leaves he took. After some time, this is called penance, tapasya. And then after some time, he drank only Yamuna water. Then after some time, he stopped even drinking water, and then he was just taking in air, breathing air. 5-year-old boy. Don't practice these things in this age. It's not suitable for this age. That was in Satya Yuga. Now we are in Kali Yuga. Right? We have to eat in time, we have to sleep in time. Aharam, right? Yuktahara viharascha. We have to take care of our body according to the seasons, right? You follow the instructions of the parents and keep good health. So don't practice these things. Dhruva was a divine child, and then he was the grandson of Swayambhu Manu, who was an avatar of Perumal himself. So when he started taking only air, his tapasya became so powerful that all the devatas, they went to Vishnu and said, "This boy, this child, is doing a wonderful penance. And then it's so powerful, we are unable to bear his penance. Please go and bless him." Then Perumal Vishnu said, "Yes, yes, I'm going. He's my pet child." Immediately, Narayana appeared before whom? Narayana appeared before whom? Dhruva. Ah, Dhruva. And Narayana appeared with Shankha and Chakra, with all four forms. There is a verse, you know that verse? Vanamali Gadi.
Yes.
Yeah.
Chandi, Chakri, Chanandaki,
Yeah.
Sriman, Narayana, Vishnu, Vasudeva,
Wonderful, wonderful, beautiful. All of you know this verse. Fantastic. Nice scholars, right? Vedic Society of Victoria's provided. Bala Panditas, Bala Bhaktas. So nice. Wonderful tapasya. Pranams to your parents and your gurus and the teachers and the group. Anamadi Gadi Sargi Sangi Chakri Chanandagi Sima Narayana Vishnu Bhadeva. Here Lord Narayana appeared Shankha and Chakra in front of Dhruva, but Dhruva didn't open his eye. He did not open his eye. Why?
He was so immersed in the.
He was so immersed. Wonderful answer. He was so immersed in the Bhagavad Anubhava that tears were flowing from his eyes because he was saying Vishnu in his blank. Fill up the blank.
Mind.
In his mind. One more answer.
Penance.
Yeah, in his heart. Yeah, in his heart or in his Antaryami. The Antaryami resides in our heart. Yeah, in the mind. He closed his eyes. He was seeing the Narayana, beautiful form of Narayana inside. And then he didn't open. He was so happy seeing the Lord and crying continuously because it was so blissful, so happy to see Narayana. Narayana immediately Vishnu took his conch. What is the name of that conch? What is the name of the Shankam of Vishnu?
Panchajanya.
Very good, Panchajanyam. Fantastic. Very good. What is the name of chakra? Very good. Sudarshana. Beautiful. Fantastic. What is the name of Gada? Mace. Kaumodiki. Very good. What is the name of his sword? Nandakam. Very nice. Beautiful. Fantastic. Nandakam. What is the name of his bow?
Sangam.
Chargam. Very good. What is the name of Rama's bow? No. Rama's bow. Rama's bow. Kodanda. Very good. Kodanda Pani. Vedalanu Kodanda Pani. Jagaraja. Kodandam is correct. What is the name of the bow of Arjuna?
Gandiva.
Fantastic. Gandiva. Gandiva. Fantastic. Right. There are different names, right? So, Perumal took Panchajanyam and then touched the cheeks of Dhruva with his Panchajanyam. Panchajanyam, or the conch, the Shankam of Perumal, has got a special character. It can kill the enemies, it can also bless with knowledge. Now, what function did the Panchajanya do now to Dhruva?
Bless devotees.
Yeah, the bless, giving the knowledge to the devotee. Panchajanya also killed hundreds. Where? Any idea? The blowing of Panchajanya caused heart attack to hundreds. Who are those hundreds of people?
Kauravas.
Fantastic. What is the shloka? Sagosho Dhartarashtranam, then Hridayani Vyadharayat. Panchajanyam Rishikesha Devadattam Dhananjayaha. They blew the conch. In the war, in the beginning of the war, Krishna blew his conch, Panchajanya. The next second, all the Kauravas got a heart attack and almost they were dead, finished. But they looked alive. So Krishna said to Arjuna, I have already killed them. You kill the dead persons and then get certificate that you have killed them. So Perumal always gives credit to his devotees. He doesn't take credit at all. Perumal does everything, but he gives the credit to his devotee. Just as he is speaking through me, right? He is an Antaryami. Can he speak without his presence here? Without Perumal here, can he speak? I won't be alive at all, right? As long as Perumal is inside, we can talk, we can see, we can hear, we can smell, we can touch. But when Perumal is not here, We are dead. We are finished. The Perumal is inside and he's speaking through my mouth. But he gives credit to me. The way people say, yes, Mukundacharya is speaking nicely. He's giving a wonderful discourse. Why are they saying? And he is the speaker inside. I am the mic. Right? Whom do you give credit? Speaker or the mic? Whom do you give credit? Mic or the speaker? Speaker, right? So, right. Similarly, the speaker, he is speaking from inside. As an Antaryami, he sits here and then speaks through us. So, all the credit should go to him, not to us, right? So, the moment there is a verse in Shodasayuta Stotram which says that the sound of Panchajanyam is Pranava, and let that sound protect us. Let that Panchajanya protect us. Let that Panchajanya protect us. What is that verse in Shodasayuta Stotram? Anybody? It starts with the letter Taratvam. Taratvam यस्य संस्थाने शब्दे च परिदृश्यते प्रभोः प्रकरणेन्द्रस्य पाञ्चजन्यः sapatubah. That is the verse. Okay. Vedanta Vijika says it is Shodasayuda. Okay, right. What is Shodasayuda? What is the Shodasa means how much in Sanskrit? 16. Right. 16 hands. Sudarshana has got 16 hands, right? Fine. So now the moment one of the Ayudas, weapons of Sudarshana is also Panchajanya. Sudarshana is Perumal himself. Remember, Sudarshana is not an ammunition or astra. Don't think Sudarshana is an Ayuda of Perumal. It's not a weapon of Perumal. Sudarshana is Perumal himself. Chakra Rupasya Chakrinaha. But in Sampradayam we say Sudarshana Advan, Panchajanya Advan, like that. So this Panchajanya, they are all Nityasuris, right? They are not just inanimate objects. Kanchigada Nuparadi Aparimita Divya Bhushana Shankachakra Gadaji Sargatya Sankhya Kalyana Divya Yudha Ramanuja says. So they are all Nityasuris, right? The moment Perumal touched the cheek of Dhruva, Dhruva immediately opened the eyes and the words, he couldn't speak. Small change. Dhruva didn't open his eyes, so Perumal just, hid himself from the heart of Dhruva. Because Dhruva was seeing the Perumal in his heart. Perumal, when he disappeared at the heart, he covered himself. Immediately Dhruva opened. Where is the Perumal? Where is he? Just as a small baby, a baby when comes out of the womb of the mother, child sees here and there, cries because where is that Perumal? Where is this Perumal? Where is this Perumal? He has been protecting me all the way. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Kwa, 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 kwa. Where? Like that, Dhruva, immediately, the moment Perumal disappeared from his heart, from his mind, immediately he got a shock, jerk, and opened his eyes and saw Perumal there. And he was so overwhelmed with bliss and happiness that he couldn't speak. Oh, that Perumal, whom even great rishis are doing penance for lakhs and lakhs and crores of years, whom the Maharishis cannot see, cannot even think of. Sanaka Vidhi Shivadibirapi Achintya Swabhava Aishwaryai Vidhi Shiva Sanakadye Dhyatu Matyanta Dhuram. Yamanacharya says Tathara. Vidhi means Shiva. Vidhi means Brahma. Shiva means Shiva. Vidhi Shiva Sanakadye. Sanaka Sanandana are supposed to be greatest among the jnanis. They cannot even think of Narayana. They cannot even think of the glories of Narayana. Even Ananta cannot think of Narayana. Think of the glories, greatness of Narayana. Such a great Bhagavan is in front of me. I am a small child, 5-year-old boy. And he has accepted my penance and is coming in front of me. What a fortunate person I am. What a great opportunity. What a great daya upon me. And then started crying. Tears were flowing in front of his eyes, from his eyes. Like that, one person always cries whenever you say Ram. Who is that?
Hanuman.
Right. Yatra yatra gunata kirtanam tatra tatra Hanuman. Right. Your right answer. Yatra yatra gunata kirtanam tatra tatra kadamastakanjali. Then next line. Bashpavari. Beautiful. Fantastic. Bashpavari. Bashpa means tears. Vari means river. Tears flow like a river whenever you see Hanuman. Whenever you say Ram, Hanuman will be crying in front of you. In your own house, whether you are in Australia, whether you are in Antarctica, whether you are in Swargaloka, whether you are in Bhuloka, wherever you are. Yatra yatra, maybe in US, maybe in Muscat, maybe in Dubai, maybe in Abu Dhabi, maybe in Emirates, you may be in South Africa, you may be in Australia, you may be in Adelaide, you may be in Melbourne, but wherever you say Rama, Hanuman will be there. Yatra yatra gunata. Yatra yatra means wherever the holy name of Rama is chanted, then Hanuman is there in some form, in invisible form. Bashpabharya. And he will not sit just like that. He will be crying, crying, and crying. Because why does Hanuman cry when you say Ram? Why does Hanuman cry when you say Ram?
He loves Rama so much.
He loves Rama so much. When somebody says Ram, immediately start crying, crying, crying. Maritim Namatarak. And when you chant Ram, when Hanuman is pleased, you know what Hanuman will give? Hanuman will give everything. Buddhir, Balam, Yasho, Dhairyam. Does anybody know this verse? What is the verse? Beautiful, fantastic, fantastic. You will get buddhi, you will get a wonderful intelligence, you will get best IQ. Balam, you will get strength. No disease at all. Hanuman is known as a Vajrangabari. Vajranga. Vajram means, what is Vajram? Diamond, yeah. Can you cut the diamond with a blade or a scissor? No. How will you cut a diamond? What does science say? How to cut a diamond?
Because it is the hardest material.
Yeah, hardest material. Diamond is the hardest material. So how to cut the hardest material? You have to shape the diamond, right? You have to cut it. How do they do?
With the diamond.
Yeah, your diamond can be cut only with another diamond. So Hanuman's body is like a diamond. Nobody can cut it. Nobody can press. Nobody can affect. No disease. So it's called Vajrangabali. Buddhir, Balam, Yashodairyam, name, fame, courage, Ajatyam, Vakpatutvam. You will get wonderful communication skills. You can talk. Whatever you say, people get magnetized, mesmerized. Just by Hanumat Smarana, just by the grace of Hanuman. So if you want to get the grace of Hanuman, Kripa of Hanuman, the blessings of Hanuman, all you have to do is simply chant Ram and write Ram. Try to write 108 times Ramanama every day. It will take hardly 5 minutes. Today we had a camp in Sydney. Around 30 children were there, and I asked them to write Ramanama, and they all wrote beautifully like print, all the 30 students. So you should try to write at least 108 Ramanama every day, and then Hanuman will bless you. How he will bless you, only you will know. Sadhu Santake Tumurkavare Asarikandana Madhurari Ashtasiddhya Namanidike Data Sabaridhi Janiki Mata. Goswami Tulsidas says he will give you Ashtasiddhis. Everything he will give you. Right? So now the moment Perumal touched the cheeks of Dhruva, words started flowing from his mouth. Yonta Prabhishyavatamimam Prasuptam. It's called Dhruvastuti in Srimad Bhagavatam. He said, such a great grace, you have come to bless me all the way from Vaikuntha. And you have entered into my heart. Yo antaha pravishya. And then you are making me speak. We cannot speak without the grace of God, right? Even a Nastika, even a murderer, even a killer, will be able to speak only if Perumal wants him to. Otherwise, he will be paralyzed. Every action, every movement of every human being, even the movement of a leaf, is controlled by Perumal. And then Perumal was happy. Perumal asked Dhruva. Dhruva offered Dandavat Pranams to Perumal again and again and again. Ramanuja says, whenever you see elders who come to your house, whenever you see your acharyas, puna puna uttai, puna puna pranamya, you should get up and then do dandavat pranam. You should fall down again, you do dandavat pranam again and again and again. Perumal said, enough, Dhruva. Perumal hugged him. Small child, right? Kept him on his lap and said, child, you came all the way to forest. Just because you have not told me, just because Narada has given you instructions. Whatever you want, you ask, I'll give you the boon. Whatever you want. Whatever you want. எனக்கு உனக்கு என்ன உனக்கு வந்து கொடுக்குறேன். சாக்லேட் வேணுமா, கிட்கேட் வேணுமா, பர்கர் வேணுமா, என்ன வேணும் எல்லாம் தரேன். What do you want to tell me? You want a car? You want a house? You want a kingdom? You want to become the emperor of this world? I will give you everything. Ask me. Dhruva said, I don't want anything. Why? Why did he say this? எனக்கு ஒண்ணுமே வேணும். Why did he say this? Anybody?
Because he wanted to see Perumal and he already had.
No, he didn't want to see Perumal. When he came to the forest, he didn't come with the intention of seeing Perumal. But now he says, I don't want anything. Why?
He just wanted to sit in his father's lap.
Yeah, that was the original intention, original desire. But now, what you should ask, you should have asked, I want to sit on the lap of my father. I want to become the king. He didn't say this. I don't want anything, he said. Why?
After seeing Perumal, he realized he...
Fantastic. After seeing Perumal, he forgot all his desires. It's enough. Seeing Perumal itself is enough. He didn't want anything. When you see Perumal, you don't ask anything. Enough. You keep on crying. That's all. So happy, so happy, so happy. Suppose you see the grandmother or grandfather coming from India to Melbourne, and then you just hug them and then say, oh, so nice to see you, so happy to see you. Tata, Pati. You don't ask, did you bring chocolate? Did you bring apada, vettal, vada, murukku? Right? You feel so happy. When you are so happy seeing them, when you love them so much, you don't ask anything from them, right? நீங்க இருந்தா போறோம். So Dhruva developed so much of love towards Perumal after seeing him. He said, I don't want anything. But Perumal insisted, no, Dhruva, I have to give you something. Please ask. Perumal is begging Dhruva to ask something. Why? This is the question now. Dhruva says, I don't know anything. Perumal says, no, you should take something. Why? What is the reason? Yeah? Come on, guess. Give you a wild guess. You are children, right?
Because Perumal didn't want to leave Dhruva when he had come so far.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's one of the answers. Fine. Any other answer? See,
Dhruva had meditated for...
Yeah, exactly. Dhruva had meditated for something, right? He wanted to sit on the lap of his father. He wanted to become a king, etc. earlier, but now he is purified. But still Perumal says, no. I love you so much, I want to give something. Now, your Tatar party comes from India, you hug them and I don't want anything. So nice. I love you so much, oh party. You have come all the way from India. But your party says, no, I brought murukku for you. I brought vada, vettal vada, manopu. So many poos, manopus, matapus for you. Why does she say? Because she loves you. She brings all the way, evading the customs, murku, manopu, this powder, that powder, right? Because she loves you. Very simple. That is the love of Krishna. You say, I don't want anything. Matranam kamangal matru. I don't want any desire. I want to love you. That's all. Krishna says, no. I'll give you wonderful laws, wonderful car, wonderful certificate, wonderful education, good property, good health. I will give you. Take it. But in Tiruppavi, we are saying, you don't want matranam kamangal matru. Undanodu revel namakku ingu odikka mudiyadu. Kutre vilangalai kollamal pogu. God says, I don't want anything. I want small service. That's all. Kainkariya. Perumal says, no, I'll give you ingum thiruvaral vitru, angum thiruvaral vitru, engum thiruvaral. I'll give you everything. When you go to Perumal and say, I don't want anything. I want only your grace. I want only your love. Krishna will give you everything. He'll forget himself and give himself to you. It's like giving the bank itself is in your hands. We say ATM, right? Anytime I say ATM means anytime Madhava is in your hand. The card is in your hand. That is the best way to enjoy this world. You want to enjoy in this world. You want to have a luxurious house. You want to have luxurious travel. You want to have a luxurious life. You need a lot of money. Catch Lakshmi Pati in your hand, then everything will come to you automatically. This is what Dhruva said, I don't want anything. Krishna, no, you take. Vishnu is saying. Vishnu says, you came with the desire initially to be seated on the lap of your father and you want to become king. Now you'll make the emperor of the universe. You'll become emperor of the universe and you'll become blank star. Fill up the blank.
Pole.
Beautiful, fantastic. POLE, pole star. Right? Polaris, you call, right? So even now is a Dhruvatara, Dhruva Nakshatra. After some millions of years, come back to Vaikuntha. Dhruva said, I don't want this post. It is like keeping a cap, it can be a crown of thorns. Dhruva says this in Bhagavad. Why you want to keep me a crown? Why you want to crown me with thorns? I don't want this. I want only pure bhakti, devotion, service at your lotus feet. I don't want anything. He got purified. Dhruva got purified by the grace of Narada. That is the Acharya's grace. I don't want anything. Don't give me a crown made of thorns. Perumal said, it's my order. You have to accept this. Then Dhruva accepted. Because it is Krishna's order, it is Perumal's order, you have to accept. Right? Your teacher, your principal, your headmistress, head of the institution says, you are the team leader. You can't say, I am very humble, please don't make it team leader. No, it's my order. Because you are the right person, you have right conduct, you have wonderful track record, I am making you leader. So you have to accept this as a team leader. You have to take the responsibility, you can't run away. Perumal gives a response. You are the president, you are the vice president, you are the secretary, you are the treasurer, you are a member, you have to take that responsibility. No, you cannot run away. You should not. Let me get a bad name, but I will do service. 100% service. So Dhruva returned back. He took Perumal disappeared. And then he returned back. The moment he returned back, the king's son. Meanwhile, when Dhruva went to the forest, the king was crying. He realized that I did injustice to my child. After all, he's my child. What did he ask? He wanted to sit on my lap. I should have allowed. He cried. Who was his father?
Uttanapada.
Right, Uttanapada. Right, correct. Uttanapada cried. Now, when he cried that he has sent his 5-year-old boy to the forest, Narada came to his palace. Narada asked him, why are you crying? Uttanapada said, I sent my child to the forest, 5-year-old boy. What should have happened to him? Narada said, don't worry, he's very safe, perfect. He has got the grace of Narayana. He is getting a post superior than you. Why do you worry? And then he was pacified. Now Dhruva is returning back to the kingdom. At the entrance itself, he was given a royal reception, none other than the king and Suruchi. Suruchi embraced Dhruva. Why? How come these changes happen? Guess?
She realized her mistake.
Yeah, she realized her mistake because Dhruva has seen Perumal and his face was so full of tejas, illumination. She asked it, she apologized to Dhruva as well as Suniti. And then the king also apologized to child Dhruva, 5-year-old boy, right? Dhruva made him the king and he ruled for millions of years. And then he became a pole star, Dhruvatara. He will go back to Vaikuntha when after the Pralaya. The Perumal wants him to go back to Vaikuntha. Not now. So he is doing his job given to him by the Lord. So the moral of the story is, what is the moral of the story? Anybody? What is the moral of this Dhruva story? What do you understand?
Bhakti and Acharya's grace can solve a lot of things.
Beautiful, fantastic. Bhakti and Acharya's grace. Acharya grace enough to give you bhakti and then to be successful everywhere. Fantastic. Any other conclusion?
Fun training.
Yeah?
give up on your dream?
Yeah, fantastic.
Believe
You can realize all your dreams. Yes.
Surrendering to Amachi.
Surrendering to Umachi, surrendering, complete surrender to Perumal. Perumal give you everything, Prapatti. When you are in satsang, this wonderful satsang which have a very good organization, very good Goshti here. And then when you are in the association of the devotees, continuously your heart gets cleaned, just like you go on cleaning your house every day, right? You do with a vacuum cleaner, whatever it is, you mop the floor, and then you have to keep on cleaning the heart every day. And then writing Ramanama, chanting Ramanama, hearing the slokas, stotram, prabandhams continuously. When you do this, then bhakti will be developed automatically, and then acharyas, right acharya will come to you. Like Narada met him on the way, right? When he was going to the forest, Narada came to meet Dhruva. Similarly, you will get an acharya, right acharya at the right time, and through an acharya, you will get the mantra upadesha or whatever he gives, secret mantra or shloka, whatever it is, or charma shloka mantra. And then you perform your samashranam and bharanyasam or prapatti, and then you go back to Vaikuntha. Meanwhile, till then, Perumal will give everything which you desire. So when you surrender to Perumal, he will give you the right thing at the right moment. He will not give you everything you ask. Just like a 5-year-old boy asks for a motorbike, Hero Honda motorbike, Suzuki motorbike. Will the father give the Suzuki motorbike to a child? Will he give?
No.
Not at all.
Why? Why doesn't he give?
Because it's dangerous. And
It is dangerous for the child. Exactly. Wonderful answer. It is dangerous to the child. So the father will not give anything the child asks. Similarly, when we ask Perumal this, you give me this, you give me that, Perumal will not give because he knows when to give. Because when he thinks it is dangerous to you, he will not give. You can't blame Perumal. I have been doing puja so many years, but then he's not giving this. He's not giving because it is dangerous to you. You have stomachache. Your mother will not give you aloo bonda if she makes. Right? You know, aloo means what? Potato bonda, potato bhaji, or potato chips. Because your stomach already having stomachache. She will not give you a deeply fried thing, right? But will you say my mother doesn't love me? She's not giving aloo bonda. She's not giving a potato fry. No, she doesn't give you potato fry because she loves you more. Similarly, Perumal will not give you whatever you ask because he loves you more. Simple. This is the moral of the story. Because Perumal loves you, he doesn't give you whatever you want. He gives you at the right moment, whatever is required at the right moment, which will be helpful to you. It will be nourishing to your body and mind and soul. Right? Any questions now? I'll stop here. Any questions from this story or anything else you want to know? You can ask now. Let us dedicate 10 minutes for that. I give 10 minutes for that. Any questions? And Kasturi Mama can even take on. Yeah, students, any questions you can ask? Any questions from children? What do you want to ask? No questions? Yeah.
Anybody has any questions? What does Dhruva Maharaja do as the pole star?
What does? What is the question?
What does Dhruva Maharaja do as the pole star?
So Dhruva Maharaja is taking the position of pole star. Why pole star? Pole star is the reference for another galaxy. Perumal want to create so many things, so many galaxies, right? So there are so many galaxies revolving around. There is a galaxy revolving around pole star according to Srimad Bhagavatam. Just as we have a galaxy revolving around Milky Way, right? We say Milky Way galaxy, right? So many stellar constellations are there. In one of the stellar constellations, Dhruva Maharaja is the center. Around him, the other constellation will rotate. The separate creation is going on, which we cannot see. So there is a superimposed. Remember, it's a superimposed. Yeah. Yeah. Any other question? Anybody else? No questions? There are two circumstances where you don't ask question. One is that you understood everything. Second, you didn't understand anything. So I hope it is the second one.
Namaskar, Swami.
Namaskar.
Thank you so much for the Punyasar. So nice.
Yeah.
I just have one question.
Beautiful, thanks.
Considering,
Please.
Nama Sankirtana, we were talking about Narada Maharshi.
Yeah.
Sometimes there are situations when you cannot fulfill Dainika Karma. For example, Sandhya Vandanam, sometimes there are time constraints. And I was just thinking, is Nama Sankirtana a substitute for Dainika Karma, or is it a complement? So should we do it along with it, or should we do it as a substitute?
No.
How would you say?
No. See, Nama Sankirtana will lead to moksha. The meaning, the question is, can we substitute Nama Sankirtana for not doing Nitya Karma? That was the question, right?
Yes.
You cannot. Simply because the Nitya Karma Anushtana are the instructions of Perumal. One has to do Etadanu Sasanam Evam Upasitavyam, right? You can't find an excuse. Because if you love your mother, you will follow all her instructions. Very simple. Right? Suppose your mother says, go to school properly and do your homework. You're supposed to do that. No, instead you say, no, I will wash your sweater. I will wash your shoes. I will clean the house. I will give you chocolate. That is bribing. Right? Similarly, I will do Nama Sankirtan, but I will not do Sandhya Vandanam. That's wrong. You are supposed to do your daily karmas, Nitya karmas. It has to be done. But you can do it short. Suppose you don't have, you are saying you don't have time. So it's not an excuse. Sandhya Vandanam will not take much. Hardly it may take 9 minutes or 10 minutes. Right? So we have 24 hours. We spend so much of time in so many other activities. But when it comes to Sandhya Vandanam, we don't have time. This happens to most of us.
One question.
Yeah. Is that clear? Wait. Let me complete that. So instructions, if you love your mother, you follow all her instructions. You can't substitute. Very simple.
Yeah.
So you have to, Vedas love you more than, the love of Vedas is more than thousands of mothers put together. Thousands of mothers. Sagasra Matru Vatsalataram Shastram. Even thousands of mothers, if they love, greater than that love is the love of the Shastras. So you have to understand that. So when I do my Satya Karma, sincerely, it's good for my spiritual health. It's for my health, not for Perumal. So there is no excuse. You have to do Sandhya Vandanam, Trikala Sandhya Vandanam for his pleasure. You have to do whatever your mother is telling you for her pleasure. Simple. You can't substitute. You can't, invent new methods of pleasing her. Right? Am I clear? Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Next question. Next question. Somebody asked. Yeah.
What do girls do if boys were doing Sandhyanam?
Yeah, you do Nama Sankirtana, you write Rama Nama. Sandhya Vandanam is not for you. You can read Nama Sankirtana, you can chant shlokas, you can learn shlokas, you can do bhajans. Sandhya Vandanam is not for you. When it is, when it is being ordained, when it is ordered for the brahmacharis to do Sandhya Vandanam, you should be happy. Oh, we don't have Sandhya Vandanam. We'll do Nama Sankirtana, right? Ramanam, right? Chant, learn shlokas, right? So why are you bothered? Yeah. What is the question now? You want something like Sandhya Vandanam or what? Already boys are crying, we have Sandhya Vandanam, what to do, all three hours, Sandhya Vandanam, no time. Then you should be happy, right? You can do Nama Sankirtanam, right?
Yeah, we are.
Right, good. So be happy, you don't have all these rules, and Vedadhyanam is not there for you, right? So many rules and regulations are not there for you. Be happy, just chant Nama Sankirtan, right? Ramanam, learn more shlokas, more bhajans, right? Yeah. Any other question?
Hi, Grief, Tanishka, Tejas, do you have any practical questions in terms of how to, being a student, being in a Western world, and following spirituality? If you have any practical questions, you can ask for me now.
Correct.
We have another 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I've got a question.
Yeah, please.
So sometimes if we have to go out somewhere and we don't have time to do Sandhya Vandana, like is there anything we can do?
That's what I answered just now. There is no substitute shortcut for Sandhya Vandanam. You have to do Sandhya Vandanam at any cost. Because I told you, it's a Nitya Karma. Just like a doctor gives you a medicine and then says you have to take this pill at 8 o'clock in the morning, 12 o'clock in the afternoon, and again 8 o'clock in the evening, we take very sincerely when the doctor says. because it is for our health, right? And then when the Vedas say Suryodayam, Suryastamanam, and Madhyanikam, we don't follow. That is a prescribed medicine for our health only, for our welfare. In the Madhyanikam, generally people leave Madhyanikam. Generally in Upanayana Samskaram, they start with Madhyanikam. And unfortunately, everyone will leave that Madhyanikam only first. Right? Paschema Sharadashatam means what? It's not for you. When you do Surya Namaskaram, you are saying that let all of us have a good sight. All of us. Entire world. Jivema, it's a plural, Bahuvachanam. It's not singular. Jivema, let us live for 100 years healthy. Bhavama, Nandama, right? Let me be happy. Let me make others happy for 100 years. Shranvama, let me hear properly. Let me see properly. Let me hear properly. Let me talk properly. Till 100 years. Shatamanam bhavati shata yurpurita. Vedas is 100 years. 100 means not just 100. I should be healthy throughout my life. We should be healthy, not I. This is your universal prayer. A Brahmana is supposed to pray for the universe, right? Not individual, not selfish prayers. And you may cut short the time, no problem. If you are doing for 20 minutes, make it 10 minutes. So, but no excuse of living. You should not live. Out of love. You should not feel that it's a compulsion. It is being forced upon you. It is out of love. Vedas say if you do Chandya Vandana, it's good for you. It's good for you and the society. So we have to do no excuse and no substitute for Sandhya. Rama Sankirtana is not a substitute for Nitya Karma Anusthana. Suppose the doctor somebody says you take this pill, this is equal to the 3-time meal. Will it be equal? It may give you nourishment, but will it be equal to taking food all the 3 times? It will not be. It cannot substitute. We have to take in time the food as well as a healthy food as well as a nutritious food for the body to be maintained. Similarly, the soul has to be nourished all the 3 times according to the scriptures. Scriptures are best well wishes, that you must understand. They love us more than anyone else. Perumal loves us more than that's why he says, do something. Agar agar sandhyam upasita. So you cannot skip. You cannot say, I will do Ramanama 100 times, that is equal to Sandhya Vandanam. No. Right? And if you are unable to do, as you say, thousands are like that, even in India, pray to Perumal. Pray to Perumal very sincerely. Make me do Sandhya Vandanam perfectly for your pleasure. भगवान एव सन्याम्य स्वरूपस्थिति प्रवृत्ति स्वशेष देकर्षयानेन आत्मना कर्तरागे शोभने स्वाराधनिक प्रयोजना परम वृडा सर्वसे शिष्यपति स्वशेष भूतमिदं माध्यानिक संध्या वंदनाख्यं कर्म स्वस्मै प्रीते समेव कारयति समेव कारितवान्. Like this what we say in Satvika Tyagam. You get it done through me. You make me a perfect devotee so that I can follow all your instructions, not a single instruction is let out. I should become a perfect, son to a perfect father. You are a perfect father. Tvameva mata cha pita. I should do everything perfectly in time with all discipline so that you will be pleased. Just as you go to the school and then let it timetable, right? From this time to this time, this period, from this time to this period, everything goes on time, very punctual. We follow. Even the dress code also, we follow in the school. Similarly, we have to follow everything in spiritual life also. So that, because we are all spirits by nature, I mean, the Atma, right? So we'll be happy. When you follow all the rules and regulations of physical body, maintaining the health, you are perfect, robust health. Similarly, we have to follow all these exercises in the mind so that we can be very strong in mind and anushtanams, right? So pray to God, do Sharanagati. Let me be a perfect disciple as you have instructed. Let me become a person most beloved to you. That is the only prayer we can do. No substitute, no excuses. Right?
Oh, thank you.
Right, thank you.
Again,
Yeah.
Swami, just on Tejas recently had his Upanayana. Probably that's why he's asking.
Yeah.
In the afternoon school time, Madhyanam, it is not practical.
You can do in the morning. You can do in the morning. It's
What
allowed.
should be done?
It's allowed in the morning. It's allowed in the morning also. You can do the moment before you do both sandhyanam together. Pratha sandhyanam and madhyana sandhyanam together. They can be done. ரெண்டுமே பண்ணலாம். If suppose there is no sun, there is a cloud, you can see the Perumal Thiruvalukku and then do it. There is no excuse, there is no leaving at all. பண்ணிட்டு போகலாம், என்ன பண்ணலாம். But it has to be done.
Thank you, Swami.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Gauri, thank you so much for organizing the children and children and youth. Thank you so much for joining, and it was really good session. I just wanted to, Chitra, if you want to give a formal thanks to the two sessions we had last week and this week, please, and then we will